kinni ja nüüd natukene tõmba ülesse. Niimoodi, et sul nagu pingesse läheb see.
When I started fishing when I was very young, when I was 20, I started commercial fishing, and one day I hooked a fish that nearly pulled me overboard. I was in a 4-metre tinny, and I got it up next to the boat. It was a 50-kilo Maori wrasse, 50 kilo. It was huge. Just me in the boat. I reached over to try and get him in the boat, and I nearly tipped the boat over. I managed to pull the fish up into the boat and landed on top of me. It nearly knocked me out as it was kicking around that much.
So you got to keep it?
Yeah, got to keep it, yeah.
Did you eat it?
Well, that was commercial fishing, so I got paid for it. So that was my payday right there. One fish was my payday. So that was
Proovi jälle.
hard-biting fish, mate, hard-biting fish. Feel the sinker and then back to the bottom and feel it hit the bottom again. You feel it? You might have wound up off the bottom a little bit. Oh, you're on a fish. So do a bit of a strike, that's it. What we do is we release the gas out of their swim bladder. And that the scales go back over, heels back up.
Nii et lasevad õhu talt välja. Ja tagasi.
Yeah, hopefully heels. John's on. Well done, mate. Nice.
Järgmine mäng, et sai kohe kalani.
Ning, yeah. Nice.
What's that? What? Shark Cody.
Shark.
Really?
That's why you gotta go quick.
Oh shit, so shark got him now there.
Yeah. Just straight off the bottom.
See on seesama kala, mille ma konksu otsa sain ja vaadake seda hai, sellel ajal kui ma seda üles tõmbasin, hai hammustas sellest kalast poole ära. See on, saad aru, see on elus kala ja hai sai selle kätte samal ajal kui ma üles tõmbasin seda. See on tegelikult Maria kala, aga kui nad pani nii raske oli teda üles tõmmata, siis proovis see vend ja proovisin mina ja vaadake ise. Kui sa kiiresti üles tõmbas, siis pool kala läinud täiesti. Võttis täiega, aga peame kahjuks edasi liikuma sellepärast, et siin on hai või siin on mitu haid, kes kõik kalad ära söövad lihtsalt, et meestel võttis küll ja üles tõmbamise ajal pani kala minema, nii et kapten ja see, kes siin tüürimees on, ütlesid meile, et ei, et siin on liiga palju haisid, et peame edasi sõitma, muidu kõik suured kalad, mis me saame, haid söövad ära, nii et lähme uude kohta, mis on ühtlasi täna õhtul viimane koht, nii et loodame sealt paar suurt kala saada.
I've been working on fishing boats for about 20 years now. All sorts of fishing boats, from commercial fishing, charter boats. Spent some time on tugs and large ships and things like that. Came back, took this business over about 5 years ago, and yeah, we run the 3 boats out of Cairns on the beautiful Great Barrier Reef. We're out here most days, just subject to weather really, but as I say, I've fished all over the world, and there's nowhere better than the Great Barrier Reef. Have a look around here, it's beautiful, you know.
Yeah.
Warm water, clear water, and great fishing. The fishing here is absolutely world class for sure.
That's great. So what would you say to people that are coming over here from Europe and never done this kind of fish before? What can they expect coming on one of these trips?
Our type of fishing, reef fishing, a little bit of a key for it is to be fairly aggressive. So a lot of other types of fishing, you can show some, show some finesse, I guess, if you like, about it. But we get some seriously big fish, and you need some muscle for them, and you need some aggression to get them in. So we don't mess around too much. You get a strike, big strike, winding down, get that nice smooth technique, but we're not about having the fish in the water playing for hours. We have a lot of troubles with sharks at times. Sharks will come and steal our fish off us, so we've got to be on the lookout for that. We want to get the fish in the boat as quickly as possible. Yeah.
So how many types of different fish are we expected to catch if we go out on one of these charters,
So
average?
So we have 5 species that we chase every day. Coral trout, red emperor, large and smallmouth nannygai. That was a largemouth nannygai that we saw down the back. Spanish mackerel. So they're our big 5. And after that there's a whole other range of fish, but up to 20 different types of species is possible for us to catch. That's the beauty of the Great Barrier Reef. It's such a fantastic habitat for fish life. So, a little trevally. What's that rig you got there, mate? What's that?
Just a little keeper hook.
Little keeper hook. Long nose, little baby long nose, eh? Yeah, righto, mate, righto. Little small long nose trevally. Yes, he's having a good chat there. He's fairly small. These go up to this size, is a good size. We'll put him back in. We probably get 4 main species of trevally. Gold spot, long nose, golden trevally and giant trevally. So all big hard fighting fish.
And you can all catch all by bottom fishing?
Yes,
all
absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. So what do you say would be your best trevally catch, like the hardest fight? Tell us something about that.
Well, the giant trevally are probably the biggest and the hardest fighting that we get here. So yeah, and get those 10, 12 kilo, like seriously big fish that really take some work to land.
So how long did it take you to get one into the boat?
Oh,
Does it take a fair bit of time?
Yeah, depending. So we're using fairly heavy line here.
Yeah.
So we're using 40-pound line here. So if you're using lighter gear, we have other rods with lighter line and which we can use lures on.
Yeah.
So this sort of gear can take up to 10 minutes to get one in. If we're using lighter line, then we've got to back the drag off a little bit. Can take longer. Yeah. Put about 3 pound of drag on there, mate.
So we're on a shared charter at the moment, but you guys also have private charters.
Absolutely,
where groups can book in a charter, just a bunch of mates or a group of people from work or whoever.
Yep.
So what can you expect on a private charter?
So on a private charter, we can tailor the day to suit what the group wants. So if they wanted to come out in the morning, they wanted to do some bottom fishing, which is what we're doing now, you can. If they wanted to spend a bit of time flicking lures around, we'll move closer into the reef edge. Or if they want to do some light tackle trolling, we can do that as well. So the day can be sort of set up to cover a whole range of different types of fishing. On our share charters, it's pretty much specifically bottom fishing. Yeah, and we can mix the day up with all sorts of activities, different types of fishing, and also we can throw in some snorkeling and that sort of thing if you want as well. So.
Yep. So what about cooking your own fish? On a private charter, can you do that as well?
Absolutely, yeah, and that's a great thing to do. We'll go out in the morning, see if we can get a couple of fish off the bottom, and then with lunch, whoop, there you go, mate. With lunch, we'll put the barbecue on with lunch and then cook up some nice fresh reef fish. And generally, we'll do that while people are in having a swim and cooling off and that sort of thing. Yeah, you can jump off the boat, take your fish to the restaurant. They'll make a reservation for dinner, come back in a couple of hours or whatever, and they'll cook it up for you. Fantastic. There's one there right at the marina. They'll cook it up 2 or 3 different ways. Do a great job. So that's one option. A lot of people choose to take it back home, obviously, to their hotel or to wherever and cook it up themselves. And the third option, if you're flying, people that fly interstate, there's a service where we can take it to where they'll prepare it and pack it in, fillet it and pack it in, cryovac it and pack it in boxes, and they can take it on the plane with them. So, yeah, 3 or 4 different things to do with it.
So you can even take your fish with you if you're not from Cairnsi, say.
Yeah, absolutely. Else. Yeah, so you can fly interstate with it, certainly. And I have actually heard of people that have taken it back to England with them. So the same thing, kept it in a frozen box and flown it back to England. So it's a way to impress your friends back home. It's better than taking home photos, isn't it?
Yeah,
take home some fish fillets.
I'm so pissed, and I'm gonna take you traveling the world. I can love you. Yeah, I'm gonna love you.
Selline see kalastusseiklus seekord sai. Ma loodan, et teile meeldis ja see feeling, mis siit saate, see on igal juhul mega kõva, sellepärast et me kõik oleme näinud telekast neid värvilisi kalu, mida paati tõmmatakse, aga ise seda teha on absoluutselt täiesti teine asi, nii et sigavinge kogemus ja Cairns Reef Fishingule suur aitäh! Ma ei suuda lihtsalt kirjeldada, ma ausalt ei suuda kirjeldada, millised tunded mind valdavad, sellepärast et ma läksin sinna Trevallit püüdma, ma polnud mitte kunagi kala püüdnud ja ma sain ta kätte. Ma nägin, milline struggle ja milline töö see on seda sinna paati tõmmata, see oli nagu meeletult vinge emotsioon. Selleks korraks sai see seiklus siis läbi. See on siiamaani üks kõige unustamatumaid kogemusi, mis ma olen oma elus saanud.